You don't need to go to Niagara Falls when you can eat some Brian balls.
Warning, this video will contain very strong opinions about a guy who does nothing but collect NASCAR diecast for a daily basis. So if you guys do not want to hear me ramble about that stuff, then feel free to turn off the video now. If any of you guys out there who still have a mind and can still function, then go ahead and enjoy the scheduled programming. Coming in, number 10, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s AXALTA Fixed Auto Chevrolet. Oh yes, the AXALTA paint scheme. I mean, why do I have this car on the top 10 worst lists? It's easily one of the best looking paint schemes that we got for this year. Well, we've had a variety of 4 different AXALTA cars being released for this year, but I think this one is the weakest with the Fixed Auto sponsorship. Just the sponsor doesn't look right in this paint scheme. Number 9, Chase Elliott's NAPA Brakes Chevrolet. Now, if you're very familiar with the NAPA car, then this car should look very similar and really similar. This is basically the NAPA auto parts scheme that we're all familiar with Chase Elliott, but decided to just put brakes on it, so not really much of a difference with this car. Number 8, Kevin Harvick's BUSCH Beer Ford Fusion. Now, yes, this paint scheme is very iconic for Kevin Harvick fans out there, and you're probably wondering, what in the world am I smoking to have this car on this list? Well, this car is on the PTC mold, and if you guys cannot really tell, that the quality on this car looks pretty crappy. I mean, just look at the top of those pillars, guys. Absolutely crazy. Number 7, Clint Bowyer's HAAS Automation Ford Fusion. Oh yes, this car looks very similar to the Tony Stewart's Office Depot car that you guys might all remember from back in the day. However, though, this car didn't really live up to the expectations as it was released very weirdly. And yeah, it's on the PTC mold like another Storehouse Racing car that we just mentioned. So very disappointing. Number 6, Greg GAULDING's Sweet Frog Toyota Camry. Oh yes, this might look like a sweet looking car. However, though, it didn't look too sweet on the right mold, guys. Yes, this car was on the wrong mold. Not only it's on the PTC mold, but it's also on the 2015 PTC mold. And it's supposed to be a 2017 mold. Wow, that's crazy. Number 5, Trevor Bayne's Liberty National Ford Fusion. Now, this car might be the most underrated Trevor Bayne car that we got for this year because it was on the PTC mold, and a lot of people preferred the Performance Plus car, unlike this car. While, you know, the paint scheme might look all right for some people, but a lot of people preferred the Performance Plus car over this car. Number 4, Danica Patrick's Code 3 Associates Ford Fusion. This has to be probably the most underrated Danica Patrick car that we got for this year. Plus, it's also on the PTC mold as well. Yet another Storehouse Racing car that we got on that mold. So pretty horrendous for any Storehouse Racing fans out there. But yeah, just this paint scheme is very underrated. But yeah. Number 3, Kurt Busch HAAS Automation Ford Fusion. Yes, another Storehouse Racing car and another HAAS car that's made on this list. And you guys guessed it, it is on the PTC mold. However, though, since it is on the PTC mold, Lionel actually saved this car and they put it in the NASCAR Authentics form with the right EL mold. So I highly strongly recommend getting the NASCAR Authentics car over this one. Number 2, Denny Hamlin's FedEx Toyota Camry cars. Yes, guys, for any Hamlin fans out there, you will be disappointed in this car because they decided to produce this car 4 different times, and the paint scheme is actually very similar. Gosh, remember the days when FedEx actually had different colors for their cars? Not anymore, guys. Not anymore. So I recommend only getting one of these cars. Honorable mention, Danica Patrick's Nature Bakery Ford Fusion. Oh yes, this car just screamed fell right over it, guys. Not only for the driver, but also the sponsorship as well. This car didn't even ran because they had sponsorship issues with Danica Patrick. And yeah, I guess you could say it's a fantasy car. However, though, it's not that bad in my opinion. And the worst NASCAR diecast for 2017 is Kyle Larson's Target Chevrolet. Now, before all the Larson fans go completely haywire on me, hear me out on this car. You know it's bad when Lionel screwed this car up, not once, but twice. Yep, the grading is wrong with this car. However, though, you can get this car, the correct version, on the NASCAR Authentics version, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give a good comment, like. If you guys have not already, I highly encourage you to subscribe to my channel for more of the latest top 10 NASCAR diecast, NASCAR diecast news, and NASCAR Authentics diecast reviews. But until then, guys, this is Original Big Brian. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next YouTube video.